Are you interested in applying for California's Return to Work Supplemental Program? Well, stay tuned. In this video, I'm going to walk you through step by step how you apply for this program, what materials you're going to need, and what to expect afterward. Hi, I'm Naomi from Gonzalez Law, Legal Insights from California Attorneys. Now today we're going through the application process for the Return to Work Supplemental Program. I would like to give a shout out to Nina M., who suggested this video to us. Thank you, Nina. We at Gonzalez Law have a mission to empower clients everywhere through education on the legal process. Knowing how to do this application process on your own is empowering because you can make sure you get your check and you don't have to wait for anybody else. If you decide to use a vocational counselor for your SJDB voucher, that counselor will most likely apply for this Return to Work Supplemental Program for you, so you don't have to worry about it. However, if you're not using a counselor, you're doing it on your own, that's perfectly fine. It's totally doable. To be eligible for this program, you need 3 things. First, your date of injury has to be 2013 to present. Second, you have to be eligible and have received the SJDB voucher. If you're wondering if you're eligible, I will link to my video on that subject. And last, you have to apply for this program within 1 year of the proof of service on your voucher. If you have all that, excellent. Let's continue. Before you apply, make sure you have all the information you're going to need. You're going to need a PDF copy of your full voucher with proof of service, your date of injury, the date on the proof of service, your case number, which is given by the court, starts with ADJ, your claim number given by the insurance company, whether or not you've had a previous RTWSP, your date of birth, your social security number, your address, your email address, and your phone number. Feel free to pause this video while you get all that information. Now let's get started. All right, so here we go. Here's the page that you apply for the Return to Work Supplemental Program. I will put a link to this page in the description below. And I need to give a special thank you and shout out to my client Patrick, who has so generously allowed me to use his information to apply for this Return to Work Supplemental Program with his SJDB voucher. I obviously will be changing up his identifiers. Thank you again, Patrick. I really appreciate it. The first thing you want to do is put your name down, your first and last name, and then you're going to be putting in your date of birth in the format of 2 month, 2 day, and 4 year. Then you need to put in your social security number. That, of course, is none of your business. So we will go ahead and just put 1 through 9, making sure not to leave any dashes. Then we will put in the address. In this case, we are using 123 Main Street. And then we're going to put an apartment on there in the city of Hesperia, the state California. Hesperia's zip code is 92345. So far, all of the fields we've done are required fields. However, the last 2 are not technically required. However, they can be helpful if there's any issues that arise that you might be able to clear up if they want to reach out to you. In this case, we're going to put psmith@yahoo.com. P. Smith is not a real person. We're just using this as an example, so please don't try to email that person. The phone number, 626-867-5309. You do want to enter this with parentheses and a dash. And then you hit continue. Here's the second page, or step 2. Individual history. Here we're going to put the date of injury. Again, the format is 2 months, 2 days, and 4 years. Then you put in the claim number. The claim numbers can look different and they may have letters or numbers or a mixture of the both depending on the insurance companies because they're the ones that actually create them. Then we're going to be putting in the SJDB service date. That can be found on the proof of service on your actual SJDB voucher. For example, on this voucher, this date would be 6/28/21, and that's just the date that it was mailed to you. The ADJ number is provided by the court. If you have any questions on how to find this number, I will link to my video on how to look up your case on the court website. Have you ever received RTWSP benefits before today? No. And then continue. Next, you need to upload your actual SJDB voucher. Make sure you do include the proof of service in that upload. You push upload file. From there, you choose the file wherever it is located. Here we have it in one of our folders. We click on it and push open. Then add. It will then attach the file, and you wait for that to happen. Then you will see file attached on the bottom, and you can go ahead and push continue. Next, you have to put whether you are a California resident or a non-resident. In this case, Patrick is a California resident. So you need to certify that everything you put in this application is correct. So you push I certify this and continue. Then you review and submit. Okay, and we've done it. Your application was successfully submitted. Now your eligibility will be double checked and they will be making a determination within 60 days. But from what my clients are telling me, it really doesn't take that long. Then you will be receiving your $5,000 check. You can go ahead and click here to print the page. And that's all there is to it. Now that you know how to apply for this program, I hope you get your check very, very soon. And please, please, please try your best to not get injured again. Now, if you have any questions on any of this, give us a call or text us consult and we'll be very happy to talk to you.